We're living in exciting times, but also in very challenging times. Just thinking of climate crisis and its implications, wars, societal changes, and there are different approaches to deal with uncertainty. One is to simplify. Simplification can mean withdrawing, it can mean creating a strong in-group perspective. We are good, others are bad. It can be defending our own culture and downplaying and compromising and attacking others. But many and many of us have chosen another approach to deal with uncertainty and the unknown. And that is one of trying to keep a flexible, adaptable mindset and embracing this uncertainty. And there are strategies I'd like to share with you that help in doing so. I try to develop a curious mindset rather than a mindset of digging into opinions and fortifying them. Opinions do matter, but they don't matter that much and they change. I've come to realize or to be aware of how strongly my opinions have changed over the years. My parents once said to me when we moved to Switzerland, "Mark, you need to have an opinion." Swiss people have opinions on everything. That's how competence is viewed and acknowledged. Today, I believe curiosity is far more important. I rather be curious than knowing. Secondly, I seek different perspectives. I read different sources of news to inform myself on current affairs and what's happening. And I try to do this by cultivating critical thinking. One of the most useful things I did was investing a bit of time and effort into learning the strategies of critical thinking. Most issues we face are complex, and that's why this is so important to hear what others are saying, whether they're from my political world or not. I try and focus on what I can influence. There's only that much that we can absorb in terms of news in this never-ending news cycle. And so it's really important to keep a perspective of what can I influence, and am I developing self-agency in all of this? I try to embrace the present. A lot of anxiety that comes up and that is overwhelming is related to future fears. Being present, being mindful of the now is an incredibly health-bringing and important aspect of dealing with uncertainty. And all the techniques out there are worth taking a look at and exploring. This is the area that I put the most effort into. How can I stay rooted in the now? I try to stay connected with myself through these practices of mindfulness and stay connected with others. The community of friends, of people in everyday life, they help develop a mental state of mind that allows us to live in crazy times. I remember a Ukrainian student who said, many Swiss think that they can survive on their own. And her statement hit me in a positive way. We need each other. We need each other to cope and to get through all of these challenges that we're facing. And lastly, I try to develop a sense of gratitude. I stay grateful for all that I have, and that's a lot. This gratitude can be developed in many ways, but one is humility. I'm aware that there's so much I don't understand and don't know, and I'm keep a perspective for what has been given to me and not feeling entitled, but grateful for what has been given. I strongly believe that if we share our anxiety and our coping mechanisms with dealing with uncertainty, this will help us as a society not to go down the route of fascism, racism, xenophobia, and other paths I don't want to go into right now. All the best, and thank you for listening.